Hey friends, so today I am in a different location. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me fine. But I am going to be filming how I curl my hair. It is a little bit more than a wave, I would say. I personally like to do it a little bit more curly on the first day, so that way the second and third day that I wear it, it's a little bit of a looser curl, more of the beach wave kind of style. Um, but while I'm doing my curls, I am going to walk you through some of my personal favorite tips for hair, what you should be doing to your hair in quarantine, and whatever else may come of it. So we're just going to get started. This is how I woke up today. My hair it was straight. I have a clip that I use for styling hair. So I just will go ahead and section it off. I don't do a ton of sections usually. It depends on how curly I want my hair. If I want it super tight curls, I will do more of like a finer section. So that's actually what I'm going to do today. I just have probably about a 2-inch section out. And I'm going to grab pieces by like 1-inch sections because that's what size curling iron I have. This is a 1-inch Hot Tools Professional Curling Iron. It's not my favorite, but they do get the job done. So I am just going to put it in. And you always want to curl away from your face. So if you're curling to your face, it's going to accentuate any weight that you have on your face. So that's never a good look. Okay, so you can see that's my first curl. I do leave the ends out and I actually don't go all the way to the root. I do want to show you too with the next one how to put the curling iron in your hair, because if you just go down, if you just take the curling iron and clamp down right here and don't move for a second, you're going to have it's like a crimp line. So when I put the curling iron in, I'm already moving this to go with my curl so that it flows and that there's no mark in there. Again, I'm going back away from my face. Some people like to alternate sections, like they'll go one way away from their face and one way towards their face. That's not my favorite style, but if you like more of a messy style, go for it. Okay, so let's get into the good stuff. I want to help you while you're on quarantine and kind of just help you get through quarantine, number one, but number two, help your hair and the health of it and all the good things, give you some of my tips. I will say that quarantine is the perfect time to be training your hair to not have to shampoo it every day if you're one of my girls who shampoos it every day. No judgment. I will say the only passes that I give people to shampoo their hair every single day is if you're a nurse, because you never know what flies in your hair, or if you are working out to the point of sweating every single day. Those are my only 2 passes that I give for shampooing your hair every day. Otherwise, you should not be shampooing your hair every day. It will make your hair more oily. I used to be one of those people where I felt like I couldn't not shampoo my hair every day. And so I grew up, I shampooed it every single day. But what you're doing when you are shampooing your hair every day is you're making your hair think that it needs to produce more oil because you're stripping all of the oils out. So you have trained your hair to become more greasy or oily. So my suggestion would be to try to train it and try to go every other day at least without shampooing your hair. The way that I trained my hair was I went and I started and I would shampoo my hair. I shampoo my hair at night. So I would shampoo my hair and I would wear it the next day. On the first day, I would style it straight. And then the second day I would style it, I would wear it curly. So that way the curls, if you don't know, your oil will kind of get caught up in the curls, and it makes it look, it just really gives it that effect that it's not oily. So, what I did was I wore it straight the first day, I curled it the second day, and wore dry shampoo the second day. The first day, a lot of people who are just training their hair will spray dry shampoo in it right after they wash it. I personally was not a fan of that. I really like when I've just shampooed my hair, I like that clean feeling. And if you're one of those people who you can't stand to feel things on your hair, this may be a little bit challenging for you, but I would really encourage you to push yourself while you have the time. And while nobody's really seeing you, it's the perfect chance. I shampoo my hair about every 3 to 4 days now. Because Okay, so let me just walk you through like how I extended it for more than one day. So I would wear my hair straight the first day, I would curl it, and then I would shampoo it. And I did that for a few weeks or a few days. I mean, it's gonna depend on obviously your time schedule. But right now, are we on one? Because I'm a non-essential worker, so I don't even know what day it is today. So I would suggest to shampoo your hair, wear it straight the first day. The second day, wear dry shampoo. Do it like that for a couple of days at least. Let your hair kind of get used to it. It is going to probably freak out a little bit. I mean, especially if you've been doing it for a number of years where you have shampooed your hair every day. Your hair is going to go through, it has to go through like a period of like getting used to it. So, then whenever you feel like you've gone a good bit like that and you can kind of try to extend it, what you can do is wear it straight the first day, wear it curly the second day, and then I would wear my hair up the third day. I think at that point, I probably still was wearing dry shampoo the second day until I got comfortable with not wearing dry shampoo. Like now, I hardly ever use dry shampoo in my hair because my hair is just accustomed to how I've trained it. So that's great, but there are some of you who have finer hair and you're going to need a dry shampoo. If you need recommendations for that, obviously every hair type is different, so if you want to message me specifically or comment specifically, I can try to kind of give you a short little consultation on which one I think would suit you best. I am a professional hairstylist, so I personally try not to buy anything from like a drugstore. However, I know that there are some good alternatives out there. Like I was just at my sister's house yesterday and my niece had one from, I think you would buy it from Walmart, and it worked great. So that's awesome. I just prefer like my money that I invest to go back into the industry that I work for. So yeah, my favorite one that I started out with was it's a brand named Sebastian, and it was called Dry Clean Only. So basically with that one, the only reason that I do not like that one now is because I have bought like probably 4 different cans of it, and it's not cheap. It's at least like $20 a piece my price. So if you're buying it somewhere else, you're probably paying like $40 for it. And I bought all of these cans of it because I loved it so much, and I would use it like 2 or 3 times, and the can would actually, like the aerosol can would stop working. And so I have a whole can of dry shampoo that I can't even use that I've just spent $20 on. I'm not a fan of that. I'm all about spending big money on things that work, but if I'm wasting my money, obviously I'm not gonna go back to it. So if you can get the can to work on that one, that is a great suggestion, but just do beware of that one if you want to look into it. And then, let's see, I've used lately Amika. They're the salon that I work for back in Georgia. They sell Amika now, and so I have used that one. I do really like that one. I feel like that's a pretty generic one. Pretty much everybody could use it. I don't feel like it weighs your hair down or anything crazy. And then I have used, I've used several, but these are the most recent ones that I've used. I've used a Kenra one recently, and that one was not my favorite. It was a volume dry shampoo, and I'm not one who needs a ton of volume. My hair already produces that for me. But with that one, I just felt like, number one, it didn't do anything. Like, it didn't soak up any oil. It didn't make my hair look refreshed in any manner or anything like that. To be honest, I wasn't a big fan. Maybe if you have finer hair or your hair produces less oil than mine, you could try that one. But I would just be cautious of that one as well. I do love Kenra's styling products. There's a bunch that I really like from Kenra. Their hairspray, I can't remember what number it is, but it's literally my favorite hairspray. So I love the brand, but that product from them didn't work for me. Their dry volume burst, it's in a little short can, and that will give you some volume, but you will feel that on your hair. You're going to get some grit. Again, I was not a fan of grit when I first started doing hair. I wanted to feel my hair being clean. I didn't really want to feel like my hair was dirty or I had a lot of product in there. Now doing hair, I don't mind it at all. I do want to go my first day with it like nothing being in there, just because I like that clean feel. But the second and third day, I'm totally fine with putting some products in there that are going to give me some grip, and maybe you would feel a little bit heavier on your hair. I'm trying to think what else product-wise. So shampoo and conditioner. Let me just talk to y'all about that really quick, because a lot of people don't realize how important what shampoo and conditioner you use is. I personally grew up and I was using drugstore shampoo and conditioner. I'm not knocking anybody who uses drugstore shampoo and conditioner. I know it's a ton of people. So basically, if you are using drugstore shampoo and conditioner, the only tip that I can give you with that is to make sure what you're using is sulfate-free and paraben-free. Those are the two biggest things that you want to make sure your shampoo and conditioner, or it's really in your shampoo, that your shampoo does not have in there, because number one, sulfates, they can put in the harshest sulfate in there, which is like the sudsy ingredient, basically, and it can be so rough on your hair and you think that you're getting it clean, but really you're literally tearing your hair up just by what you're shampooing it with. And then also paraben is fake. It's basically like fake. It's going to make your hair feel good, but it's plastic. It's fake. And so a lot of you are like, oh, I love this shampoo and conditioner. And I'm like, because your hair is full of plastic. Again, no judgment. I have definitely been there, but I do want to educate you on maybe something a little bit better for your hair. So try to look for any brand that has no sulfate and no paraben. I will also tell you guys that I am personally allergic to a lot of sulfates. It has to be, I think it's like specific kinds that I personally can use, or else my hair my scalp gets super itchy. It starts flaking really bad, all that kind of stuff. So I personally, I really have to use a shampoo that has no sulfates in there. So the one that I probably use, the one that I use at home, I'll just tell you straight up, it's Moroccan Oil brand. So that is a professional brand. It's not a Moroccan Oil shampoo. That's the actual brand of it. So I can order this for you if you want it, or you can get it, I'm sure, from like maybe Ulta carries it. I'll have to look into that, but I'll let you guys know where you can get that from. I love the Amika shampoos and conditioners. I feel like with the Amika products, there is literally something for everyone. It's a pretty personalizable line. So that's awesome because you can get one. I'm just trying to think of the ones that I can name off. There's a purple shampoo for blonde hair. There is one for smoothing out hair. There is one for like repairing damaged hair. There's one for curly hair. There's one, oh gosh, I can't even think, for like adding volume to your hair. There's so many different kinds just from that line. And they are all sulfate and paraben free. But those two are probably my favorite, or the ones that I use most. So another hair hack would be, it's not really a hair hack, it just is hair health. For the health of your hair, when you are doing any kind of like hot tools or anything like that, I really encourage you guys to find a heat protectant that you like. A lot of styling products now have heat protectants built into them, so that you're not having to buy separate ones. So that's great for you, but also just be careful again with drugstore hair care. I would say, because I have personally seen where people have used like big drugstore name brand, I guess you would say, and their hair literally has ended up falling off while they are curling their hair or straightening it or whatever. I personally, when I am doing my hair, I will spray the heat protectant in on the first day. I really don't do it every day, to be honest with you. But don't do as I do as I say. So I would encourage you to do it every time, just so that you are protecting the health of your hair. Yeah, so that's really all I can tell you as far as product wise. If you have any questions specifically that I didn't answer, definitely let me know. Also, just a quick tip from a professional hairstylist. If you feel like you cannot go, if you've tried my method and you feel like you can't go more than a couple of days or more than a day without shampooing your hair, and you feel like you have to wash it every single day, I would encourage you to get some kind of highlight in your hair. It does not have to be blonde. If you're a brunette, you can definitely get a brunette colored highlight, but you would have to talk to your stylist about that. If you need verbiage on that and what to say to your stylist or anything like that, I would be more than happy to help you. What you're doing when you have highlights, you are lifting the cuticle a bit, so where it makes it to where it's going to kind of absorb oil a little bit better for you. So maybe try that. It doesn't, like I said, it can be just a shade or two lighter than the color of your hair now. It does not have to be, or if you have black hair, it doesn't have to be this like super light color. So get with me about that if you think that that's what you would need. Otherwise, definitely try out this like routine while you're on quarantine, and let me know how it goes. So this is this is my curls, and I didn't finish showing you, but this is them. I personally let them cool down for a bit, probably at least like 2 to 3 minutes. While I may put my makeup on while I'm doing this, I may get dressed, whatever the case is. You want to let them cool down a bit. And then some people like to brush out their curls. I personally, because I like to have them a little bit tighter on the first day, like I said, if you brush them with a brush, you're going to get more of the wave. If you finger them out with your fingers, you literally just kind of claw at them, is the only way I can really think to explain it. You're going to have more of the curl that you have left in there, but do not leave your house without breaking up your curls in some way, shape, or form. I don't care if it's with a brush, with a wide tooth comb, whatever the case is, however you like to do it. Don't leave your house looking like this. This is not cute for anybody, and you really have just wasted your time trying to style it, because people are going to be like, well, you did all that, why wouldn't you finish? Okay. So that is them more spread out and kind of just, that's how I wear my hair pretty much anytime I curl it. And like I said, this will get me through a few days. So I personally don't have to touch my curls up. Usually, there may be a day or two where I have just slept crazy or something like that, and I may have to go back in with a curling iron like in a few pieces. You are not going to curl your hair like this every single day. That's not going to be good heat-wise. Also, it's just not necessary. If you do this today, once you get in the routine of it, you will get into a process where your hair will just kind of stay. It'll stay throughout the day, and it will stay, it should stay through when you sleep. If not, like I said, just take a few pieces that need to be recurled and recurl them. Don't recurl your whole head. That really is defeating the purpose of not shampooing your hair and all that kind of stuff. We want to do all of this for the health of our hair. We don't want to dry it out. We don't want to damage it with heat damage or anything like that. So again, any questions, let me know. I hope this helped. Bye, guys.